Alright, how's everyone doing? I was about to do like a big fucking rant, just ranting about, all the changes in Justice League and ranting about Marvel fans and just start ranting about trolls and shit, but then I realized that shit really doesn't matter, like nothing's getting accomplished, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's fun to rant and vent sometimes, but it's you're only hurting yourself. Because, Justice League is out. The movie's out. There's nothing we can do to change it right now. It's in the theaters. People are watching it. The movie is what it is right now. And with that fan petition, we would hope to get more, you know what I'm saying? Or at least have Warner Brothers release that extended cut. At least. That's what I would hope gets accomplished. And there's been countless fucking articles and videos talking about why this can't happen. But they all talk about the same three things, The special effects aren't done, right? It would cost more money, right? It wouldn't make that much money back, right? But the thing is, though, those are just excuses, right? Those are just excuses, because from the trailers that we can see, there's a lot of scenes that they finished. Just that one fucking shot of Cyborg walking in front of the Justice League, and they're it looks like they're walking somewhere. Cyborg, his CG's done in that scene. That scene can be in the movie. Or when Cyborg hits that police car. Or when Flash fucking breaks through that glass wall. All this can be in the movie right now, because we see it in the fucking trailer and the CG's done. Any shot that's in the trailer that has CG, those shots are probably done. So we should be getting those. Having special effects not being done is not an excuse. The movie cost $300 million. It's the estimate. Alright, it's just a rumor still at this point. I mean, Warner Brothers hasn't officially come out and said the movie cost $300 million. But the reason it cost $300 million is because the special effects are done. It's because they decided to do special effects on these scenes that they didn't use. That's why the movie costs more. All these fucking scenes. They put money into all these scenes and they didn't use them. Right? And then they had to reshoot. And all those reshot scenes cost us an additional probably $100 million on top of what they already put into the movie. They didn't reallocate resources, They didn't use, all the resources they used on scenes that were complete. And they reused them for the reshoot scenes. When they reshot a scene, they had to rebuild sets. That cost money. They had to redo special effects. That cost money. But the point is they had to redo it, which means they already had it done. Okay? Now, I've seen the Green Lantern deleted scenes, okay? A lot of them are finished. And the other half of them that involve CG are not done at all. None of the CG is done at all. These scenes were cut really early on. But in Justice League, we could tell by the trailers that they waited, literally last second to cut scenes. We didn't know the runtime of Justice League until about 2 to 4 weeks, before the movie came out. That's when we found out that the movie was 2 hours long. Which means anything prior to that, they had a longer cut of the film already. With special effects already done. So that was what I was ranting about so much. It's because it's just it's so obvious that they have these scenes done because they're in the trailers. And people aren't putting those two things together. The movie cost $300 million because of these fucking reshoots. Okay? If they just went with what Zack Snyder already had and just finished those scenes, I mean, I bet some of the scenes aren't done. There's probably some scenes that had special effects that didn't get finished, right? But the majority of them probably are finished. I would say about 70% of the movie was already done when Zack Snyder left. Special effects and everything. And yeah, it's a little disconcerting because we don't, the movie's still in the theaters and we don't know if they're going to release an extended cut or not. With Suicide Squad, we didn't know they were going to release an extended cut until, a week before the Blu-ray came out. That's when we found out. Right? With Batman vs. Superman, they told us about a month before the actual movie came out in theaters that there will be an Ultimate Edition. They told us that a month ahead of time. And now with Justice League, it's like Warner Brothers just gone completely silent. Completely silent. They're not saying that there is going to be an extended cut. They're not saying there isn't one. And Zack Snyder actually liked a tweet that was talking about the petition, you know? Telling people to sign a petition, and Zack Snyder liked it. You know what I'm saying? So I would like hope that Warner Brothers would at least put the deleted scenes on the Blu-ray. It's something Warner Brothers is such shit at. They never release deleted scenes. Go to any like Warner Brothers movie, their Blu-rays, Man of Steel. There's no deleted scenes. You know, we know for a fact every movie has deleted scenes. We know this. And what I feel is going to happen with Justice League is kind of what happened with the Green Lantern movie. You know, that movie came out. It got like trashed by critics, right? And then they decided to release an extended cut on Blu-ray. It wasn't until the movie got trashed that they then announced the extended cut, you know? Like, so if Green Lantern was a success, if like critics just liked Green Lantern for some crazy reason, if they just liked that movie that was in theaters, there wouldn't have been an extended cut. There would have been no need to put an extended cut out. And even with the Green Lantern extended cut, there's deleted scenes on the Blu-ray that they didn't use for the extended cut. That's the same exact thing they can do with Justice League. They can make an extended cut that uses all the scenes that were already done, okay? Because there's definitely some scenes that are done. At least half of them, right? At the very least. Half of the unused scenes are completely done, right? There's a lot of scenes that probably don't even involve CGI. There's a lot of probably like dialogue scenes that have no CGI in them, right? So all those they could put in the movie. And then anything that's not done special effects wise, those can just be put on as deleted scenes. You know, I just want to see them. Warner Brothers gets stingy with that shit. They don't want to release that shit. And then there's some people that say like Warner Brothers doesn't want to like release an extended cut or a director's cut because then they'll be admitting that they did something wrong. But it's just like that doesn't make any fucking sense because they released an extended cut with Suicide Squad. You know, they released one with BVS. You know, they weren't admitting anything. They just released the shit. Doesn't mean anything. I don't know why I'm talking about this shit. I'm just trying not to like rant about this shit. Because there's so many people that just like buy into the narrative that Warner Brothers can't do this. You know, even though it's easily within their power to release it because it's already done. The large majority is probably already done. Zack Snyder left the production of Justice League a year and a half after the start of the production, right? He was on the movie for a year and a half. And then he left the production. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the movie was already done when he left. And then Joss Whedon came in and reshot a bunch of shit and cut it into the movie. Alright? And got rid of the scenes that Zack Snyder already completed. Whedon's the reason why this movie cost $300 million. Like, people realize this, right? All these reshoots, it's the reason this movie costs a lot. You know, if they just went with what Zack Snyder had, you know, and they just made it work, everything would be a lot better right now, you know? Critics would still trash it, but at least us fans would have a cohesive end, you know? To Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and then Justice League. A nice ending. But Justice League feels like it's not even connected to Batman vs. Superman. It's strange when you watch the movie. I mean, I still like Justice League. I still like the movie, but it doesn't feel like it's a Zack Snyder film. A film junkie was talking about this. Like, you know, he was saying like they de-Snydered the fuck out of this film, and damn right, like, gotta agree with that. They really did de-Snyder the film. The extended cut, if they're not gonna release his exact cut that he initially had, they should at least release some of the scenes and edit it back in the film. I don't think Martin Campbell, for Green Lantern, that he was the director. I don't think he actually made the extended cut. Okay, I think somebody else made that and put that on the Blu-ray. I think he just stopped caring. Okay, and then Warner Brothers made the extended cut and put it on the Blu-ray. All right, Martin Campbell he didn't care about Green Lantern at all. I mean, and you have Justice League. We know Zack Snyder cares about Justice League. Okay. That's why he's like refusing to watch it, because he doesn't want to watch what the studio fucking did to his movie again. You know, again. Like Watchmen was that was the first time. Sucker Punch was the second time. Man of Steel was the third time, but at least in Man of Steel, the core of the movie was the same. So Zack Snyder was fine with that, right? But Batman vs. Superman, they fucked him over there. And Justice League, they fucked him over again. I don't know why Zack Snyder continues to work for Warner Brothers. They probably pay him a lot because they know how bad they fucked him over several times. So they probably pay him nicely. Zack Snyder might not have like a say in like the extended cut, but there should be an extended cut. Warner Brothers should take it upon themselves to make it. Save face. It does not help to keep pushing Justice League, right? If it's an incomplete film. That does not, help Warner Brothers save face. It doesn't help them look good, okay? That they're pushing a movie that's not really, like, complete. And they know that, I'm sure they'll fix it. Anyway, what do you guys think? You think Warner Brothers is going to actually come out with the extended cut? Or are they just going to ignore all the fans of the DCU so far? Just ignore them all. Because that's all the people that are upset right now. The people who liked Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman, those are the people that are upset right now. That Justice League is the way it is right now. And I completely understand them. I think we all still like Justice League. I think every DC fan likes the movie. It's just we all know it could be more. And we all feel it and we all see it. It can be more. So it's all just a matter of, is Warner Brothers going to give us that, And I'm kind of having anxiety. Like every day I think about Justice League. I'm having anxiety. I just feel like they're not going to release the extended cut. Just for some fucking like political reason or something. But, I'm going to continue to have anxiety until the Blu-ray comes out. And we know for sure if we have deleted scenes that we can watch. Or an extended cut we can watch. If they just released all the deleted scenes, that would be fine with me. I would take those deleted scenes and edit back in the movie, and we all can watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll post it, and we all can watch it. I will edit that shit myself. I'm actually starting to work on a Star Wars edit of the prequels. I'm going to edit all 3 into one movie. It's probably going to be like a 3-hour movie. I'm going to try to keep it under 3 hours. It's probably going to go a little bit over 3 hours. Probably like 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's what I'm fucking doing, editing wise, in my spare time. I'm still trying to find a way to post Green Lantern. And once I find a way to post Green Lantern, I'll post the Star Wars one. And then when Justice League comes out, if they don't release that extended cut, I'm going to have to fix it for us. I'm going to have to fucking make an extended cut. And if they make me do that, I'm going to put Junkie's music in it. I'm going to put music from all his other films in Justice League. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll post it and we all can watch it. But, until then, I'm just going to have anxiety. Because it's just like not knowing, That's what's giving me the anxiety. Just not knowing what the fuck is going to happen here. Anyway, yeah. What do y'all think about that? I'll see you on the next one. Bye.